Twin bitches hopping on the jet ski. It's not electric, this shit gassed up. Can you catch it? The Virgin jet ski 101, 50 check the leverage. Got two twins, they top tier, that's my favorite fetish.
What are we doing?
Getting some cigars.
Where are we going?
We're going to Bali, bro.
Why are we going to Bali?
It's your birthday.
Iman said, happy birthday. My boy, love you lots. We're going to Bali. Feel blessed. Love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Happy birthday.
We forgot to mention.
What?
We're going to Bali with who? With the boys. We're going with the boys. Wait.
Alex, happy birthday.
What?
Happy birthday.
Nah, what are you doing, bro? Nah.
Cartier bracelet.
Nah, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
Alright, but be quick, we got a flight to catch.
Oh my god.
Hey, Homer hanging on my neck. The bracelet matches a set. My brother name is Ting the Dollar. Stop all that back and forth over the net.
Yeah, it suits you. Thank you.
It does. We're good though, boys. We're good. Trust me.
Is that your number?
Risking the business class flights for McDonald's.
Alex really wants that Sunday.
I'm not stressed. I'm just saying risk the reward.
Yeah, I agree. Imagine we get to the gate, they're like,
Okay, here's what you should do. You stay with Axe, you bring it, and then we'll go and hold up the gate. Just in case, just in case.
Okay. Tactics. Imagine all of this to miss the flight. Nah.
No, we won't miss it.
They'll have McDonald's.
Are you serious? Not good.
Got me singing I love you too.
No more dares, only truths, girl. How about we go?
We're saying, boss man.
Not much.
We're here.
We're here, living, thriving.
The itinerary.
The itinerary is pretty packed, to be honest. Get a little bit fresh air. Get a little bit fresh air, bro. We don't get this in Dubai. I will say the air quality in Bali is not the best, but.
Here we have 6 rooms in here.
Yeah.
Master bedroom over here.
Go up shelf, we not drinking Casamigos.
Jeez, boss man.
Huh? Well, you take the one at the end, the biggest one.
Special birthday treatment.
There you go, Alex. Alex.
Jeez, I got the view, huh?
Sweet.
Eh?
Is there like a garden or something?
My boy.
There's a Marina one here.
Wow, nice.
Mad.
Easy, Pete.
P.
Trying to lose the depot. Easy, Pete.
This is crazy.
Crazy.
Alright, bro. Birthday cigar.
Jeez. Thank you, brother.
And I owe you one final gift
Oh,
for your birthday.
let's see.
When I was in Maldives last month, I saw this and I thought, nah, this is a little slice of Alex.
Jeez.
No.
That is 100%.
Azul King.
Nah, that's gonna be my new favorite tea, bro. What?
Azul, por favor.
Bro, is that the compilation?
Here the compilation.
Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. 6 chis, ey, que sonrían las que ya les metían. Un VIP, ey.
How's it feel, bro?
Yeah,
First
bro.
massage in Bali.
Great. A bit hungover.
Yeah, how was your birthday yesterday?
It was fantastic, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
It was just, it was a blast, bro.
No, it was a recovery day.
We don't really have much footage of the night out, huh?
Well, that was your job. Slumped.
What are we doing today?
We're going to some beach club, I don't even know. Oh, El Cabron.
So we're staying in Canggu.
No, yeah, we're staying in Canggu. We're going up Uluwatu. We got beach club at 2. Then we got dinner at 8. Then we got beach club again at 9:30. And then we've got club at 12. Amara's keeping us busy.
How do you know the way I feel? You got me losing my mind.
What are we doing?
What do you mean? Bro, listen, this is not my crowd. This is not my kind of music, so I'm meditating.
Now!
Check your phone. It's coming in November.
This guy.
One of 5.
You can't let him get bored, bro. He's sitting at a beach club and he just ordered a fucking Maybach.
before I tell you what we're doing, I want to address something. On one of my latest videos, I had a lot of people roasting me for my tennis abilities. And I just want to say something. Growing up in the UK, tennis and skiing, those are rich people things. So I only started playing tennis a couple years ago. So I will admit, I am horrific at tennis. But you guys want a day in the life, all right? So yeah, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and only do things I'm good at for the vlog. I'm shit at tennis. I know I'm shit at tennis. So yeah, now that we've gotten that out the way, what are we doing? We're going car shopping. Again. Yes. And except this car isn't actually for me. This car is a gift. I'm sure you guys have seen I give away quite a lot of gifts, and especially to the people that have been there for me for a long time and have been there with me from the jump. So this person I'm getting a gift for has been basically a part of my journey, has helped kind of support me through the highs and the lows ever since I basically started my business. So as a little token of appreciation, I'm buying them a car.
Thank you.
That's me to Dubai first, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright.
So yeah, I'm looking to spend around $1 million dirhams, so that's like $270,000. So right now the options are Porsche 911 Turbo S, Bentley Continental GT, G63, but honestly they're as common as a taxi here, or a Ferrari Roma. 911 Turbo S is the best car out of those, but it's a driver's car, and driving in like getting from place to place and driving to enjoy yourself. And in Dubai, you're basically just stuck on a highway most of the time. Obviously, the Roma is also a driver's. Oh, that Porsche is nice. Fuck. Obviously, the Roma is also a driver's car, but at least you're in a driver's car that you have that thrill of being in a Ferrari, whereas. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just think on the highways in Dubai, you're just not gonna get that same thing in a Porsche.
So which one? Because I have one test bit, so I need to put it on one car first.
Okay. All right. Well, then they can start. They can start with a Roma.
Roma? Okay.
On the face of my city, co-signed by Diddy. Hard liquor, I'm shitty. Hotels, I'm bitty. Gotta doing my bidding. You changed, no kidding. Wasn't always this pretty.
What's your opinion, bro?
I'd see her in this than a G-Wagon, to be honest.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is her decision.
This is pretty nice. Should we just connect our phones?
Oh, you need to see this fucking thing, bro.
Is this the charger?
No, bro. You need to see the music system on this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We bathe through thick and thin. She already fixed, so I'm halfway there. Brown and bad. Could have changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters. I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
You're making a habit out of this.
Not even buying the car for me, but yeah, buying cars for sure. What is that? How long's it been? Four in 4 months? When did we buy the range? In March? March, yeah. April, May, June. Let's call it 4 months. 4 in 4 months.
So one a month.
One a month.
What are we getting next month? Okay, let's just start.
I can't say on camera.
What are we getting today?
Very funny.
T-time. T-time, T-time, T-time. T-time like I got a cup of this shit. T-time like golf at 5:45. I love to fuck on a regular bitch. Famous hoes lame, but they stay on my dick.
So, big news. I bought a supercar. Now this supercar actually isn't for me. It's a present, it's a gift. There are quite a few people from back in 2016, 2017, sort of early stages of my career that were really there for me when I was just starting out. And throughout the years, I've done various different things to show my appreciation, help them in any way that I can. Most of it is very private. I don't really tell anyone or talk about anything, but Alex said that, you know what, maybe it'd be inspirational for you to get to a point where not only can you buy a supercar for yourself, more importantly, you can buy a supercar for your loved ones and the people who are really there through thick and thin. So after I show you the car, I think I will explain why I ended up picking this specific car as the gift. So I ended up buying a Ferrari. All right, I bought a brand new 2023 Ferrari Roma. I guess this is the first thing to mention is that you can quite easily fit like a weekend bag, even 2 weekend bags in the trunk of this. So it's actually quite a practical car to have day in, day out. Oh man, it's so hot. Like this is genuinely a very good day-to-day car, which you genuinely can't say about a lot of Ferraris, except for their new SUV, except I think they call it FUV, the Parasingway. I got the car in red and then just got it wrapped with sand black. I think, listen, it's a understated Ferrari and it's just one of the few practical Ferraris that you can have. As I said, you've seen the boot space. The fact that you even get that boot space in a car like this is very impressive. It's a V8 as well as an 8-speed gearbox. It does drive beautifully, I will say, is that in Dubai, you don't really get a chance to get a feel for this car. This car is actually gonna be sent off next May for the Modball Rally, and this car will be touring Europe, and I feel for a rally in Europe, this will be an amazing car to drive. Apart from that, let's hop inside. All right, so one thing you'll notice about this car is the interior, in my opinion, is beautiful. I love this split cabin design. In terms of being on the passenger side, I don't know what this display is called. So it's cool if you're a passenger here, you can check the performance of the car, the rev count, what gear you're in, stuff like that. You can change the song, settings, etc., etc. I know some people hate this interior, some people love it. A couple things I don't like about this: infotainment is very clunky, but then again, it's also Ferrari, so like, what do you expect? I will show them something cool. If you're going somewhere, you can either have it the fastest way, the shortest way in terms of distance, or it can show you the most fun way. Now, one day I was driving this car and I set it to the most fun route, and in Dubai it was not fun at all. So I feel like this works if you're in the countryside in England, if you're in Italy, if you're most places in the world, but in Dubai, as I said, fun route, it's really not too many of those. So best thing to do is just put it at the fastest route. So another interesting thing, if you push from auto, let's say you go to manual and you want to use the paddle shifters, it does this little sort of like, see this little red light up thing? I thought that was cool. Now when you're inside the car, it doesn't sound that great. Obviously bear in mind we're not driving at the moment. Sounds decent. Steering wheel is nice. The one thing I really don't like about this car is the engine stop start. It's like this little touchpad, which for me personally I just think is I would prefer something a little bit more tactile. But speaking about tactile, to go from the different modes, so you've got wet, comfort, sport. I don't know what the technical term is for this, but it's got this sort of metallic switch. It is similar to a lot of other Ferraris, but as I said, it's just very satisfying. Where I am, there's a lot of speed bumps, and at the moment, I'm speccing my 812 GTS. With that car, for example, you would have to be very careful over the speed bumps. You'd have to put in comfort mode, and then you have to raise the suspension, whereas this, in comfort, you're pretty much good. Then you got sport mode, then you got race mode. When you put on race mode, the back end is very unpredictable. So, especially here in Dubai, comfort or sport, you're pretty much good. I got this car, at first I was looking at a wagon. Now wagons in Dubai are around 1 million dirhams, like $270,000. I think a brand new from Mercedes is 1.06, so almost a $300,000 car. I've had people tell me, because I was mentioning the Range Rover SV price, the Phantom price, stuff like that, and people were like, no, that car isn't that much. Guys, all you need to do is look up the price in Dubai. In Dubai, I've noticed cars are substantially more expensive, but when I buy in London, for example, it is substantially cheaper than buying here. Now Romas are around 1.2 million, depends on the spec that you get. So that's a $300,000 car. So yeah, we basically whittled it down. Uruses, hate Uruses, so that was out of the question. Wagons, they're just kind of a little too common, so I thought, you know what, let's just get something a little bit more special. So that basically whittled it down between the 911 Turbo S, the Continental GT, and the Roma. I feel like the 911 Turbo S and the Roma kind of fall into the same category of a driver's car. So then when looking at the 911 Turbo S and the Ferrari Roma, they're both still everyday cars, but they've got power to them, and I'd say they're driver cars. They're not going to give you the luxuries that a Continental GT will give you. The 911 Turbo S is around 1 million dirhams, so maybe $30,000, $40,000 cheaper than this car. But if you're spending that much money and you're not really getting the best out of the car in terms of driving experience, then what would you rather sit in? A Ferrari or a Porsche? I mean, there's no question about it. So for that reason, the 911 Turbo S then was out of the equation, and it was basically between the Continental GT, which, as I said, I think that car is slept on. I personally love Bentleys. I understand they don't have that exciting factor that a Ferrari does, that a Porsche does, but I just think they're great cars. So yeah, basically then we whittled it down to a Continental GT and a Ferrari Roma, and long story short, ended up deciding on a Ferrari because, listen, at the end of the day, a Ferrari is a Ferrari, and I think when you get gifted a Ferrari, that's a special feeling. I think that was basically the thought process when it came down to deciding which car to buy. It's funny to see the comments as well whenever anyone's like, oh, you know, it's so weird to see Iman driving. I love driving. I just don't like driving in Dubai. It's genuinely a very unpleasant experience. But for example, in Cape Town, I drive all the time. Europe, I drive all the time. So yeah, it's just always funny to see the comments like, oh, it's so weird seeing Iman drive. I think, listen, of course, you know, when you have a dream, you have a vision to have a supercar car, to have a sports car, whatever it may be. It's always like this dream of driving this super aggressive, powerful car. I think if you work hard, if you dedicate, if you think in terms of years, even decades and not months, you will get this. And I'm gonna be very honest with you, for a lot of you, depends on what city you live, once you get this, you'll realize it's not what it's made out to be. Listen, of course, it's fun to do this sometimes. Yeah, sure, it's fun to floor it every once in a while, but if you live in London, if you live in New York, if you live in Dubai, you know what I mean? If you live in Paris, you don't get to do this often. You don't get to just put it down and send it. So for all of you, I know that you will get something like this in your life. I know that you'll accomplish this. I always like to give people the warning that most of the things they want in life, once they get there, they'll realize that maybe it's not what it's made out to see. And in certain cities, unfortunately, it's something that can cause you a lot of headache. I mean, imagine having this car in London, for example, even just parking. Like at least Dubai, you got valet and stuff like that, but even just parking is a headache. So go out there, work hard, forget the concept of time, and one day I know you'll be able to buy this for yourself, and hopefully maybe you'll even be able to buy this for your loved ones and share all of the success and all the blessings that you've been able to bring into your life.